break from grinding arena to bring you the Marvel Champions Lounge podcast. Here are your hosts, Moose and Ghost Dog.
Well, hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us on this Sunday morning, afternoon, depends on where you are around the world. I'm Moose, and we got Ghost Dog here. What's up, Ghost Dog? How are you?
What is going on, people?
Awesome. And so with us today, also joining us, as many of you may know, we have MetalSonicDude. He's the 2019 New York Comic-Con Ultimate MCOC Champion. He's a content creator for the Omniverse team, a proud owner of a Starkey, and even though Aegon is in the arena right now, he's boasting about finishing Abyss without it. So MetalSonicDude, how you doing, man?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on. I truly appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man, it's awesome having you. Looking forward to the chat. So why no grinding for the Aegon, man? Let's get right into it.
So let's just get into the meat and potatoes of the whole issue. So
it's an issue.
It is an issue. It is an issue. It's a big issue.
Okay, all right, I'm ready.
So when I first heard that the Aegon Arena was coming to the game through Trucos, when I saw that announcement, a few things went through my head. I was like, okay, Aegon is coming to the arena. That's amazing. But then that pit in my stomach set in of like, I can't grind for him. I don't have the time. I don't have the units. I can't do it.
Okay.
So these last 4 days have just been a culmination of soul-crushing defeat.
Okay.
Watching.
Don't mean to laugh.
No. Watching, everyone grind for Aegon because they have the time in the roster. Watching Seaton pull 6-star Aegon from the Cavs. Just a lot of Aegon going around and just kind of crushed my soul. But yeah, that's just it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't mean to laugh, but I had some crushing defeat also. So I went for Aegon in all the crystals that he had was out. I threw a couple bucks at it, so I tried to get him, never got him. My last attempt, which I'm not complaining about, but my last attempt I pulled the 5-star the Iron Man Infinity War, so no complaints there. But this morning, this guy in one of my alliances, he's like, "Oh, I just decided to, pop a Cav this morning, just one, and I got a 6-star Aegon." Like, you got to be kidding me, man! Like, I popped at least 10, and you're like, it's just one. Like, so I feel the pain, man. I feel the pain.
It's just the flex. Someone's like, yeah, man, just pop one Cav, 6-star Aegon. They're over there, you're $100 deep. Like, wow, you're so cool, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, bro. Cool. But I mean,
So while we're on that topic, real quick, Katie Candy opened up a 5-star Aegon that she'd been looking for out of one of those crystals, and she is still doing the grind to awaken him, although she has a skill awakening gem because she wants the 26 levels. What do you guys think about that? Start with you, MetalSonic. What do you think?
Being the type of person that sees getting an awakening gem as a very valuable thing, I have to admire the dedication of pulling the character and having that easy way out. Like, oh yeah, I can awaken Aegon right now. But being dedicated to grinding 80 million, however many points that Katie's putting up, just for the chance of getting 26 stones is kind of ludicrous.
So I'm not alone on that one. I thought I said, "Are you crazy?" when she told me that.
I have to commend the effort, though.
Yeah, no, you got to totally commend the effort. So hold on, when did she pull her Aegon in the midst of her grind?
No, not in the midst of her grind. The crystals came out at 1 p.m. EST on Thursday. Okay. She bought 20, and on the second crystal, she opened up Aegon.
Yep.
So a whole wow.
And then
exactly my reaction. Just
still going to do the grind. She told me, because if you guys didn't see me on Twitter or follow me on Twitter, I have I had put up a poll for both her and Dragon because they both were going to grind for it. Dragon ended up opening up a basic 5-star the day before and pulled Aegon out of the basic 5. And then she turned around the following day, or maybe the next day, the 2 days later, when the crystal came out, she pulled 5-star Aegon from that crystal. And then still, I said, well, I guess that kills my polls. And she's like, well, I'm still going to grind for him. I'm like, what?
I guess the SIG levels are super important on him, right?
Well, they help with
20 SIG levels.
I guess, man. I guess.
Hey, she's got the channel. She's done she's been grinding for him every day. So, she's getting viewers, more power to her, I guess, right? At least she's got her. I don't. I'm out here just not having them. So
same, dude. Same.
Yay.
I can't say the same.
Yeah, I mean, I got, I guess a poor man's, or no, I'm not even going to go there. But a guillotine 2099.
Okay, yeah.
No. You're not wrong, man. That was like when Abyss came out. That was just the biggest slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, she's so great. Oh, she's gonna be great for Abyss. Nope.
Yeah, because you got her when you won the New York Comic-Con thing, right?
Exactly.
Because I remember you dropping all those videos then, like.
Yeah, man, and when you get, when I got Guillotine, I was looking at her abilities, and she ramps up to 600 hits, and you're thinking my God, what champion in this game can survive 600 hits from a Guillotine 2099? And the only thing you could think of was the Abyss, because we didn't know the whole stipulation. And then Abyss drops, and we see that the hits are capped, and then just the Guillotine dream is over.
Air out of the balloon, gone.
Exactly.
That's frustrating. Yeah, no, I got her in that early release. I had a string of luck in 2 of those, starting with her. I got her and duped her in just one early release. I was over the moon. And then the long shot early release, I got him. So
long shot's awesome.
Oh, he's so much fun. Did you do a post? Did you on Twitter today redo like who's best for 2020?
Yeah,
I just comment on one. Yeah, okay.
I did a poll, and it looks like long shot's winning.
Yeah, I voted for him. Yeah, totally. He's so much fun, man. He's so satisfying to play. Like when he's those Fate Seal and people like Venom and things like that, when they just die, it's great. So much fun. So the other thing, when I was checking over your old Twitter this morning, but so it said like content creator for Omniverse. So I'm interested in a little bit more of that. Like, so is it the videos that you do? Do you do like more stuff than create those videos, or?
So, not too long after the whole Comic-Con thing happened, I was contacted by some members of like the Omniverse team on Twitter, and I didn't necessarily know what that was because there was no information on it. It was just an account that said Omni, no posts, no anything, and it just said coming soon. But I knew it was a thing. So I got contacted by some of the members of Omni, in the Alliance, and he asked me, would you like to join a team? And I kind of asked him to emphasize, and he said, basically, we have an account on Twitter that's designated for Omni, and we're creating a team of content creators from multi-platform games, and I was wondering if you would want to join and be part of the team. So that's how I joined the Omniverse. So I'm a content creator for them in the Marvel Contest of Champions platform.
Okay,
nice.
Yeah, no, that's awesome because that was going to lead me into like I wanted to know more about Omniverse because
I always thought it was the Illuminati of MCOC.
I cannot confirm nor deny these allegations.
That's awesome. So yeah, no, it made sense. So you're saying it kind of popped up recently, yeah, like after 2019 Comic-Con, basically.
Yeah.
It was. That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty recent. I've probably been with the team for I want to say maybe going on 4 months, maybe.
Okay, awesome.
So, yeah, I'd probably say about that time.
Nice. And that's the gosh, I feel like I should be a little more research. It's like Legacy and Seaton are on that team, right?
Yeah, Lagsy's on the team, Yeet's on the team. I don't
Okay.
believe Seaton's in the actual Omniverse team, but I know he's in
Okay.
Omni, so there is some
Got it.
correlation there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my research. But yeah, cool, man. Awesome. And so that was also like asking you, a content creator. I was wondering like if maybe you did graphic arts or something, because your logo, I was messing with it on my channel. I have it like scrolling on the screen. You're like Metal Sonic, the Sonic dude. I was wondering, did you make that, or did somebody else make that, or how'd that come about?
Yeah,
And like where'd the name come about and all that stuff?
So the name is a different story, but the logo that was from one of the graphic designers in Omni, Sam Samsa on Twitter. He made me that logo. So,
he makes some cool stuff.
Yeah, he makes a lot of cool stuff. So I gotta give him major shout out for making like logos. He made my channel intro. But my actual like channel art logo, like the profile, was made by unofficial MCOC Gabe, the guy that makes all the champion, like the tweets, the wish list.
Those are fun.
Yeah, those are really cool. So he made my my channel art logo, but Sam made my intro. So a lot of different people helped me with all this stuff. So I really appreciate all the help that everyone's given me. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's super cool. I really enjoyed it. The whole Sonic, Metal Sonic, which got me thinking, like, so where did that come from? The name.
So I've always been a Sonic fan. Not as big as a fan as I was a few years ago, but way back when, you know, when you could start putting usernames for accounts on things like Xbox or a Wii. I was like huge into the Sonic games. I was like such a big fan, and I was always fascinated by the concept of Metal Sonic. I was definitely ahead of my time back then, because I wasn't thinking of like, oh, he's so cool. I was fascinated by the concept of him, like what he stands for, and essentially he sees what everyone else does and then he does it better. I was just like, I was fascinated by that concept, so I was like, okay, all right, hold on,
that's cool.
Metal Sonic.
Fits well.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So he was always my favorite. So whenever I was like creating an account for something, or just making like a username, it would always be Metal Sonic. But I was thinking Metal Sonic's just kind of there. I want to add some spice. I want to make it sound interesting. So then I was like, Metal Sonic, dude. And that was it. It just stuck.
Nice. That's cool. That's fun. Yeah, no, that's I like that. Like I played Sonic a lot growing up too, so that was I was wondering where that was coming from.
So did you go see the Sonic movie?
I did.
Do you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. I thought it was really good.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
I had kind of medium expectations of, okay, this could be like a really, really cheesy kids movie. So I'm going in prepared for like some really stupid stuff.
It had some grown up stuff in there.
Yeah. I was surprised. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I totally forgot that came out recently. So that's funny. Cool. So no, I know Ghost Dog, you wanted to talk to Metal Sonic to MSD about like how he prepares for his fights and stuff, right?
Yeah. So like he's done Abyss. You've already done 3 paths, right? Correct?
Yes.
And you've done obviously you've done the Grandmaster a billion times already. So we'll talk about that. How do you prepare for those kind of fights? I noticed that you do, and you do your spreadsheets, and you actually talk about it like on some of your videos. Like, this is my spreadsheet. This is what I've been doing. This is how I prepare for this. So can you break that down a little bit more?
Absolutely. So Abyss and the Grandmaster are 2 different like beasts to conquer. So the way I prepare for those fights, it truly differs. So the Grandmaster is a little more easy to explain. So essentially, I choose a character that I think has the potential to one-shot the Grandmaster. I do a lot of research into like animation timings, the spacing of the character, because that really can give you an advantage in the fight. You know, if your light attack reach is super long like Venom, you can solo the Grandmaster really easy. But if it's super short like Killmonger, it's gonna be a little bit of a bad time, just because in that first phase, if you just do the light attack backdrafts, you can get 20 tokens of competence really easy and just push him out of it, no big deal.
Okay.
So the kind of preparation for that fight is just, it's really all about researching the character involved. It's not about Grandmaster. I know his abilities. I know how to counter him. I know like what to look for if he's not throwing a special. If he is, you know, how to sidestep him. I know all of that. The only challenge is kind of adjusting to the character at hand. You know, is his light attack, does it reach far? Does he have good base damage? Is his medium a double medium? You know, is that going to affect how long it's going to take for Grandmaster to recover? It's all about researching the character that's involved and like allocating certain skills or synergies to make them more effective in that fight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I probably do the opposite of that. I probably just go in, no plan, just try to figure it out on the way.
Willy-nilly. You'll figure it out after a couple of revives and stuff.
Yeah,
no, fair enough. No, it was funny. I was watching the video that you did with Blade and how you were surprised at his short, like how long his like short reach or his quick little hit was.
Yeah.
About doing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I was because it's funny because Blade was one of the first characters that I actually tried to get a solo with the Grandmaster with. He was probably like the third or fourth character when I really got a feel for it, when I would just go back in. And I was really disappointed because I didn't know about the light attack strategy at that time. So Blade's medium, when performing backdrafts against the Grandmaster, is a little delayed because he has to like fully finish the sword animation. So that gives Grandmaster an opening to just attack in, and you can't counter. But I did not take into consideration the reach Blade has on his light attack. It's actually really long, which makes sidestepping easy, light attack intercepts easy, and it made him a great counter.
Nice. Yeah, no, I saw that and I learned a lot about that fight. I'm nowhere near that fight, honestly, but I just finished the champion and I think that burned me out because this morning in Alliance Quest and Alliance War, I was playing terribly. So I think I need to like just take a break or something. But yeah, no, that was I learned quite a lot from that video and that was cool. So it was funny when, you know, like doing the spreadsheets and stuff. I'm a huge spreadsheet guy.
Yeah, man.
I've like led alliances, lead alliances, and created like just I use spreadsheets for everything. Just you know, champs, Alliance War, all that stuff. So when I saw the spreadsheets on your Twitter, you like tweeted it out. I was like, oh yeah, no, there we go. I like this guy. He's all about the spreadsheets. But like doing the same thing, you know, how you know, kind of research the spreadsheets. I've been working on these guides, just like exploring Act 6. And for me, I've been doing like just kind of like infographics and putting up their abilities. And honestly, going into that, after doing those infographics, just it makes the fight so much easier because you are more prepared. So
right.
I could see that definitely being an advantage. So you were saying the Abyss is a like different beast than the Grandmaster. And how so? So
Abyss in general is, I think the main problem with Abyss is people definitely overhype its difficulty. If you have the 4 horsemen, if you have the right counters, Abyss is not hard. It's actually, in my opinion, much easier than Act 6 100%. Maybe even just the first 3 chapters of Act 6. It's much easier than that. Because the fights, when you truly break them down, it's very simplistic. if you understand all of the abyssal enhancements of the classes, if you have a good grip on, okay, this fight's going to be rough, this fight's going to be easy. Like, what's a good example? So, like, comparing fights like Loki and Massacre. If you go into Loki with Human Torch, you're going to be fine. Go into Massacre with Human Torch, you're going to get wrecked. So, people overhype the difficulty of some of the fights a bit, but it is still some of the hardest content that the game has ever seen. But the reason it's a different beast entirely is because I am missing Aegon and Dr. Doom. It's really the only reason that Abyss is not 100% right now is because just Aegon is missing. Because it's come to the point where even if I do pull Dr. Doom as a 5-star or a 6-star, depending on if I go for another featured, he's not going to help me for Path 4 or 5. He's just there. I can't fit him on the team. I can't find a use for him. It's not going to be. It's going to be too late, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if I would have had Doom for Path 2 and Path 3, that would have been amazing. It would have helped me so much, saved me so many units. But for Path 4 and Path 5, there's really no place where I could see Doom being as viable as he would be on other paths.
Okay. That makes sense. Do you have time next week to grind for him?
Yeah, we got finals coming up, so that's probably a no.
Gosh. Yeah, no,
definitely a no.
It's fine. Finals. So, what are you studying?
So, due to this whole issue in the world, all of my regular honors classes, their finals are canceled. But my AP classes, those finals cannot be canceled because they count as college credit. So I have to take the AP final on May 22nd, so about 3 weeks from now. So tomorrow starts my 3-week extravaganza of just writing essays until I drop, so I can get a good grade.
That's totally. I also forgot how old you were. How old are you again?
I'm 16.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, totally forgot. I thought you were in college. Yep.
He's too young to sign an NDA, is what it is.
Yeah, no, exactly. And he's already talking about college and all that. And your plate's full. Aegon can wait, man. You'll pull him right after, hopefully.
No, dude, I'm telling you. I am telling you, this is exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, somehow, some way, I'm gonna finish Path 5 in June. That's the plan. Finish up Abyss in June. I'm gonna open a 6-star because Doom will already be in the pool, and the first 6-star I pull will be Aegon. I'm saying it right now. That is what is going to happen.
Probably. Yeah, for sure. Oh,
gosh, what do I need him for now?
Exactly. You're a little late, bro.
Yeah, I was watching some rank 3 6-star videos of him. Man, that dude is absolutely insane. He just oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of people that have him. I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I'm jealous. I'm not jealous of the people right now that have the game completed. What are they? What are they doing? They're doing this other stuff. They're doing this. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do in the game still.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be bored. I got it.
Yeah, no, I got a whole bunch.
I just 100% variant 3. So
okay. Yeah, I still got to do that, and I haven't even touched variant 1, so I got time.
Right.
Got time. And I think I'm actually about to start another couple alliances. So yeah, that'll probably be even further down the line.
Because you just
I want to hit 20. We got to hit 20, right? Okay. We're at 15 or 16 right now. So I want to hit 20, and so I think it'll be fun. It'll be cool. We're no Omni, but you know what? Actually, when I was going over the Omni stuff and checking it out, I was and just the team, because the whole team aspect of the Omniverse, how they're multi-platform, that's a huge thing. So I Ubered and Lyft a lot. And when I was in Los Angeles, I drove this guy around. He was a psychology major. So he was a coach. He was the team's coach. These guys that play, I forgot the game, but they're the games that these kids play in stadiums. that travel around, and like he just, he gets paid to like help these teams out. But it got me thinking about if this game's going to progress and get closer, and maybe it does, MCOC kind of hits that way of where you can play live. I mean, like, I know you play live at Comic-Con and stuff like that, but I wonder if they're going to do other things. So it got me thinking, I got to start building like the upper echelon Empire team so we can compete with all these guys, because Empire is just too chill right now. The Symbiotic Empire is just too chill. We gotta ramp it up a bit.
Ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta ramp it up. But I'm starting like other alliances, so yeah, that's for another day, I guess. But cool, man. I mean, I think that's like all the stuff that I wanted to go over. Anything else that you wanted to go over with? But I do understand. Okay, yeah, go. Yeah. I
had let's see. I had a couple people ask MSD how many actual Grandmaster solos has he done.
Okay.
So as of right now, I have done 24.
24. Okay.
So I would imagine.
Who was your favorite champ to use? Who was the most difficult champ to use to do those solos?
Great question. Fantastic question, because I have the answer exactly. I was actually like hoping you would ask this question.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
So my least favorite character to use for the Grandmaster, there are a few ones that I just did not really enjoy. Civil Warrior wasn't fun. Wasn't very fun.
What? He wasn't fun?
I know, crazy,
damage output?
Crazy. But Civil Warrior wasn't fun. Who else wasn't that fun? I'm trying to think of all the other ones that I just didn't like very much until I get to my least favorite. Who wasn't out? Surprisingly, I didn't really like it with Emma Frost. Oops, spoiler. Yeah, I didn't really like it with Emma. I think her light attack reach it was so short. But the pro to using her was I had the Mysterio synergy at that time, so just immune to the reverse controls, so that was nice.
Nice.
But I would probably have to say my least favorite was Moon Knight.
I'm not surprised for some reason.
Just for some odd reason.
What rank was this Moon Knight?
This was a 565 on the beta. No boosts, no synergies. Or no, there was one synergy, but it didn't really help. Yeah, it was the longest one by far. It's almost 15 minutes because the damage output's just atrocious.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, did you guys see that thing on Twitter? That guy had 10,000 hits with Hyperion.
Oh my gosh, yes, I did.
I would be so scared if like the game crashed.
10,000 hits. Like, what is going on?
It's far too many hits, man. Like, how do you have that kind of like? How long was that? I don't even understand. Like, I stopped looking at it because it hurt thinking about it. Honestly.
So much time.
Yeah, exactly. Why? How do you not get him down at a certain point? Does he like? Honestly, maybe I don't know enough about it. Does he regen? Like,
that
he doesn't regen, right?
He's indestructible after if you get him wounded in the final phase, he can only take damage from a special 3. So yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It sounds like a lot of hits. It's far too much time.
Who was your favorite?
So I kind of have two favorites. So it's like first and second, but I want to say they're on the same caliber. So one of my favorites was Venom. Venom was the easiest solo that I've had, probably by far.
Nice.
His reach is really long, so it makes sidestepping really easy. His base attack values are decently high, and the buffs that he gets, the fury, the precision, the cruelty, enhance the damage during wounded even further. So Venom was probably my favorite if I had to choose one. But the second choice is definitely up there, and my second choice would have to be Superior Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Huh.
Why? Why Superior Iron Man?
So Superior Iron Man, his light attack reach is pretty long. People don't give the Iron Man characters enough credit for it. They have a decent light attack reach, and the main reason that I enjoyed soloing the Grandmaster with Sim was the armor break from his special 1 enhances the damage in wounded by tenfold. You'll go from doing 160k mediums to 250k mediums with an armor break on. So it just
So his armor break is big.
the best part about Superior Iron Man was if it could have been faster too. If I didn't miss the special 2, like there was a part in the fight where if I had knocked him down once, I would have gotten him wounded and pushed him into the final phase. But he threw a heavy attack, and if he throws a heavy, he goes unstoppable, and he shrugged off the special 2. So that was fun. But
nice.
It could have been like maybe sub 9 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's so long for one fight.
Yeah.
How long are some of these Abyss fights?
Usually I'd say a normal Abyss fight, like a 2.6 million health fight. There's no BS node or anything. There's nothing to get around. Just a normal 2.7 fight. Probably take you about 10 minutes with the right counter. So probably the length of a Grandmaster fight.
Oh my gosh. See, I don't think I have that kind of attention span for one fight.
What? Oh yeah. Well, then that Grandmaster fight is not going to be fun for you. I'm just going to.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm going to have to like take a break in between that one.
The initial fight is Don't do it live like I did. So that when you're frustrated, you can just throw your phone and walk away. That was my problem. Like everybody see me getting frustrated.
Watching you get frustrated.
And like I can't stop. I'm live. You have to keep going, Donald.
You gotta just push.
It was terrible. MSD showed up for the end. You seen it, MSD. I was like clearly like not into it by the end. And I was like I literally, if y'all were not watching, I took my laptop and smashed it.
You did not seem okay. You seemed like you needed some help.
I needed more than help at that point. So tired plus frustration is never a good thing.
Yeah,
when you're streaming live, something like that,
and playing MCOC.
Well, what I should have did was got everything done in Act 6 up to that point, and said, "Okay, guys, we'll come back to this one another day."
Hey, now it's done. So right.
Well, one pass through is done. I'm sure that people want to see me.
Well, the hard part's done. Like, well, not the hard part. The easy part's.
The easy part's done.
I'll move on. Oh, cool, man. All right. So, so I figured you're going to hang out with us while we kind of dive into the weekly news, right, MSD?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome, man. Cool. That'd be awesome to hang out with you, get your thoughts on all the good stuff here. So let me bring my notes up. So a lot happened actually over this past week. We had the new event quest, new side events, all that stuff pop up. The new event quest. What do you guys think of? Have you guys done a path through it, completed it, and all that good stuff? Have you fought the new champs?
The new Uncollected? No, I haven't. I'm planning on doing that today live. The initial pass through.
What about you, MSD? In between all that homework and stuff.
I've kind of deviated all my schoolwork. I mean, I've finished most of it, but the stuff that I have to wait on, I've deviated to start tomorrow, so start next week. So I'm almost done with Uncollected mode.
What do you think of the new champs?
I'm actually really excited for both of them. I think both of them are going to have some form of niche uses in the game. I like that they're introducing another character with a 7-hit combo. I think that's pretty cool. Plus, she has energy attacks on every single hit, so that's a cord counter. So that's also nice. But one thing that I was actually really interested in was the fact that whenever her Widow's Insight is active, the enemy is going in for an attack, which means you can call out intercepts. I think that's awesome. I think that's
Nice.
such a cool mechanic. So if you're like not very comfortable with intercepting and you have a Black Widow, you can take her into a fight and just practice. And whenever you see Widow's insight pop up, you know to dash in. That's your call out. I think that's awesome.
That is cool. I had no idea. That's really cool. That's the kind of things that I miss. You know, I miss those little insights and things like that. So that's really neat. The other thing that caught me, the seven combo attack. Who was the first champion? Wait, are you saying Black Widow has a 7 combo attack?
So
what am I missing?
Stealth Spidey has a 7-hit combo, and now Black Widow has a 7-hit combo.
Okay. I have a Stealth Spidey sitting at rank 3. I haven't used him at all because I have other people to move up. But nice. I gotta have to give that a go. Like, so just the benefit of that is you can get 7 hits in, right? Like, is there what are the other benefits to having that 7-hit?
Other benefits, her abilities seem to benefit from the 7-hit combo nicely.
Okay.
As when Widow's insight is active, all medium attacks reduce ability accuracy by 70%, and you're throwing off technically 4 mediums. So
there you go. Yeah.
So that's really nice.
That makes a lot of sense.
Else? What else is pretty good about a 7-hit combo? It's very good for Void, countering Void, getting the debuffs on. You do 1.5 combos, and that's 10 hits. So,
wow, there you go. Learn something new every day. Yeah. Awesome. What about Red Guardian? How do you feel about him?
I'm very excited for Red Guardian. I need to see him in action before I make any judgment. But after seeing Black Widow in action from that video that Dave did with Kavam John, I think she's gonna be pretty good. But I need to see Red Guardian in action because his ability to not gain buffs at all, I think that could be very, 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 very beneficial for the future with nodes like Spite, with nodes like EMP mod, fighting champions like Dormammu, fighting champions that heavily benefit from MD. You're not gaining dexterity, but you're still getting the effect. So I think that could be awesome.
Yeah, no, I really look forward to seeing his uses. I mean, he's other than the uncollected, the event quest, he's noted. Like, he's crazy. Like, he's annoying to fight in the event quest just because of the nodes that are on him. But when you fight him in the rifts, he's not that tough to fight. So I don't think he's going to be great defensively, but like offensively, he's definitely going to have his very niche uses, like you were saying. I just got done 100%ing, was it 611, the no retreat? I would love to have him for no retreat. You could essentially just stand there, block all the hits, and just take him down. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in action too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Ghost Dog, what's up?
Oh yeah, I'll be interested to see him in action. Did
you finish AQ?
AW. We were on video between myself and Moose, so we can kind of see each other and kind of interact a little bit better. So he's watching me play my game.
Oh, good, man. Oh, good.
Yeah. So, Black Widow, I actually have her now for the CCP.
Okay. So she's
embargo lifts Monday. So, I mean, me telling you that means nothing because you guys, if you watch my streams, you can see she's right there on my account. So it's not a big deal. But I'm interested to see what Red Guardian looks like a little bit more. And I can tell you better then at that point who I think is
for sure
better too.
Yeah, no, and you also haven't fought him, so it's hard to probably get into it.
No,
so
I will.
You'll know a little bit more. Yeah. No, so yeah. I mean, I went through her. I fought her a couple times. As long as you are patient with her, it's a fairly easy fight. But I felt like I made one mistake one of the fights, and she like 2 hits, and I was done. So she's fun though. Who was it? I forgot who it was. Was it somebody was saying she takes up so much of the map that
her specials,
like her specials, like her special one takes up so much of the map that she's going to be really good on defense. You know who it was? I think it was Ilac. Yeah, Ilac. I was watching his video. he had a fun little video going through it. He said it was something like Inception or something. But he kind of went through like the bosses and just all the champs of the new event quest, and he was more excited about her as well. So yeah, I look forward to seeing them come out. So probably pretty soon we should see some Black Widow stuff. Looking forward to her, man. She looks like she's going to be able to hit real hard too. So
yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'm excited.
So they also came out with the side event, which is the rifts, right? So they're a little different, though. You got to jump through quite a lot more hoops to enjoy these rifts. Which, you know, I have some mixed emotions about them, but I would like to get yours, Ghost Dog, since you sound so happy about them.
Let's see. Well, you gotta find out who the dual target is, which generally the clues are pretty easy.
Yeah.
And then you got to fight that fight. And then you got to turn around. Then you got to take your 2 stars in to another event to get the intel. And then you got to take that intel and decide whether you're going to purchase just an entry or a entry plus like a guaranteed, taking the RNG part of it and going guarantee on what lane you want to choose.
Yeah.
So where in the past was you did one thing, they got you the entry, and then the entry let you into the rift. That was pretty much it.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I kind of felt the same way. What about you, MSC? How do you feel about the side event going on here?
I think it's kind of interesting that we have the option now to sacrifice a few rifts to have 3 guaranteed rifts. So if you don't do any of the random rifts and you just save up all your intel.
Yeah.
You can get 3 of the epic rifts guaranteed, whatever you want. So you go in, if you want 10,000 5-star shards, you can get 10,000 5-star shards. If you want 3 featured crystals, you can get 3 featured crystals. And I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. I'm kind of disappointed in how much extra it costs. You're giving up 18 chances for 3.
Yeah.
And I just think that's kind of a little unfair, but it is, Kabam. So I'm not, not saying that everything that they do is fair. But I kind of wish it was more in a system of, okay, you can either have 18 random rifts or you can get like 8 guaranteed rifts or 6 guaranteed rifts. I think that would have been a better approach to this whole system because I like it. I would like to see it again in the future, but just kind of formatted in a more rewarding way.
Correct. I think that
makes a lot of sense.
That was my exact thoughts too. Like 3 chances and 6 chances. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's I don't know. I mean 8 sounds way pushing it for Kabam's level.
True.
I mean,
true.
That you can get 8 awakening gems in 1 month. I no, without giving them like a dime. I don't see that happening. But I felt the same way. I felt like there was a lot of hoops to jump through. It was just so much for when we in the past had already gotten those kind of rewards the same without having to do so much. So the more I thought about it, the more I was like, it's kind of irritating. But then I kept thinking more, and I think I've just been kind of grumpy. But at the end of the day, I thought it was like another swing and a miss. But they've been really like so. I put I put myself in the shoes of a casual player. We're go-hards. We go every day. We log in every day. We do as much as we can in the game to get as much as we can. There's 30 million downloads. So not everybody is doing that. But the casual player, this is getting the casual player to log in every day. Yeah, the calendar rewards you probably just pop in, grab the calendar rewards and move out. But this is actually engaging you. So in that instance, I thought, well, that's cool. Like I like that they're putting more engagement for that casual player, to getting them to log in more. And really at the end of the day, once that casual player, if more people are downloading it, it's just more money for Kabam. It just means more, content that they're going to put out for us to, play and all that stuff. So mixed emotions. It's irritating that I got to do so much stuff for the same rewards that I've gotten in the past without having to do it. But then again, I've been playing the game for like 5 years. So whose fault is that? But yeah, and then, the other thing that happened when all this stuff dropped was emergency maintenance. Can they are they not going to get it right? What's up with that? You sound pretty miffed about that, MSD.
Yeah.
Who isn't miffed about emergency maintenance?
Honestly, right? I think throwing down or having a maintenance show up exactly when the new event quest starts is just kind of like a nice punch in the face. Like, you waited till 1 o'clock and here you go, maintenance.
Well, here's my spiel on that. As irritating as it is, it comes as a surprise to the Kabam folks too when it happens that time.
Well, I'm obviously, but
yeah, like something glitched in the game at the launch, and it causes emergency maintenance. So they're like, with being part of the CCP, that's one of the things we kind of get notified. Like, hey, we know there's something going on. So we're this emergency maintenance. It should take just a few minutes to fix, and everybody should be able to get back in. So that's the only thing I get privy to that most people don't get privy to when that happens.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I was just.
I was gonna say, Moose just got up and walked away.
My cat was scratching at the door, and he really wanted it in. He can get real loud, so I'm gonna do what he wants to do. But yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure they don't want to do it, but it's just frustrating. A lot of people were frustrated, and you never heard so people were in the middle of boosts, boosting through AQ or AW right at the very end, and then you get kicked out. So it's frustrating. I remember when they used to at least give you little boosts here and there for when that stuff would happen, but that's the long.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's long.
Those are ancient tales of a good-hearted Kabam.
Right, exactly. When they wanted to keep you there, right? Keep people playing. But the other thing I found interesting, and maybe, being part of the CCP, you could explain it. Why does the epic riff that you have to use 2 stars for say you need to bring or you recommend a team rating of 28,000? I don't think all of my 2 stars together equal that.
I don't know why they did that. I don't have a. They didn't give us the insight on that one.
Yeah, no. Again, it's just confusing.
28K
for no reason.
Only bring 2 stars.
Yeah, it's confusing for no reason.
The fights also match up to that. So
they match up to what?
I mean, they're the 2 stars that you use. The fights are 3 stars. You're fighting against 3-star champs. So
I don't pay that close attention.
Yeah,
I just saw that they're 750, so they're not that tough.
No.
But yeah, so so are you gonna gamble? Are you gonna buy a chronometer, Ghost Dog?
No.
What are you gonna do? You gonna gamble it each time?
Probably just gonna go through the rifts. I haven't done any of the rifts yet, but I'm probably just gonna go through them.
What about you, MSD?
I'm still kind of debating. I've already done 2 of the normal rifts, and each time I've gotten 1,000 5-star shards. So that's okay, but there's a part of me that's thinking, okay, you could have a lot more chances at Aegon if you go for the guaranteed one.
Yeah.
You could have at least 2 more 5 stars if you go for the guaranteed rifts, and I might just do that. I might just hold out and go for the guaranteed.
So yeah, I've done 2. I got a featured 5-star crystal on one of them on my first one, which I was pretty pumped about. I got a Massacre, which is awesome because I need him to complete my trilogy. There you go.
Trinity.
What word?
Trinity.
Trinity. There we go.
Trilogy is the
We're
word I
good.
used to use.
We're back.
There's a Blade trilogy, and then there's a Blade Trinity.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Because I kept wanting to bring my 4-star Masacre into like Act 6. I just can't do that. So now I can. So I'm pumped about that. And then the second one, I got 4,500 tier 5 basics. So my luck hasn't been terrible, but I think I had these questions. The questions I had was, so like basically when you, so like say I have, 5,000 Intel shards or whatever it is, and I go into the Rift and I see something I want. Can I back out, buy the chronometer and go back in and do it?
I don't know.
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah. So that was a question I have. Along with, are you able to run like multiple, can you run this like a Rift, like 2 Rifts in a day?
As long as
each
you have
time is it like a refresh?
Yeah, as long as you have the chronometer, you can, as long as you have the Intel to buy the entry fee.
So it sounds like the smart move is really just kind of saving everything up and seeing, like maybe you do need something by the end of the month, or maybe you do
but
need, so
the only problem you run into there is, like, say you're looking for a particular awakening gem. If you only get 3 shots at this particular awakening gem, you may miss out on that awakening gem.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I think holding and everything can also hinge on if you're able to back out and come back in with a chronometer. If you're able to do that, then just save them all up till the end of the month, take 2 days, and then just kind of bang them out, and then you get everything you want. But that also sounds too easy for Kabam, and then I don't think they want you to do that. So we'll have to test that this month. I just thought of those questions while this morning, so I think I'm going to save mine up, see what I could do. Because it's 12 days, and then you can get one of those chronometers. I'm not even.
Don't stop. Yeah, just stop.
Shut up. All right. So the other things that happened this week, spring cleaning. I saw you, Ghost Dog. You did some stuff with that, right?
What? Me?
Did you? No, maybe.
Yeah, I did plenty of it.
I did. I was gonna let you go first.
I did plenty of it. I bought 3 Odin's worth.
Woo, doggy! What'd you get?
I bought all of the first pack, all of the second pack. I think it was all the 4th and 5th packs. And then I turned around and bought the Nexus. Was the last of it.
What'd you get?
Out of my Nexus?
Yeah.
I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh, you're just hanging on to it. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be part of my opening. Well, I was going to open it if I didn't get said champ.
Oh, okay.
We'll probably talk about
fair enough.
Here soon.
Okay, I'm assuming said champ is Aegon.
No, I already have Aegon.
But that's right. How could I forget? Of course. Trick question.
No, but that's awesome, man. So did you do any of the things where you were able to rank up champs?
Yeah, I bought enough to get another T5B out of one of the sets. I actually ended up I opened up 1 6-star. I have another 6-star as well. And then I think, was it T2A? No, I didn't get the T2A one. Because I had plenty of that. It's still sitting in overflow. Well, I did have plenty of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wish I had that. So is that like a stay tuned, watch your video kind of thing? Or?
Well, yes, but it's not.
Or watch the one you put out the other night.
You can watch the one I put out the other night. And I used a bunch of those units that I bought for that 24-hour event thing that popped around. As soon as I pulled up at the house, there was one that popped up. And I was like, oh, bye. It paid off.
That's funny. Nice. MSD, did you participate in spring cleaning?
I did. I knew that this was coming up, so I got an Odin, and the video's coming out soon.
All right, cool. Stay tuned. Check out his channel. So yeah, I participated in it. What did I get? I think I got like, I think I spent like $80. I did the 50 and then like the 30 because the 50 I did a bunch of tier 2 T2As, and I rank 4 and 5 Nick Fury. So
Nice.
Pretty pumped on that.
Still need him for my team.
He's awesome, man. He just melts people. I'm excited to take him into 6-3 Medusa, so that should be fun.
Oh, he'll be great for that.
Yeah. And then I was really close to getting a 6-star, so I spent the extra couple bucks to get some 6-star shards, and I pulled a Gladiator Hulk 6-star.
Nice.
Very nice.
So pretty pumped on that. I actually finally now have a rank 2 worthy 6-star champ. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Although I don't have any ISO or gold, so still working on ranking him, even just to the end of rank 1. But yeah, no, super excited about that. So cool, awesome. The only other thing really that
we had the 24-hour event. Did you buy any of those 24?
What was the 20? What was
the 24-hour event where every hour they released a crystal? And Grandmaster crystal.
Oh, I thought that was
is that part of the spring cleaning?
I thought it was kind of gimmicky, so I kind of forgot about it. But what did you do?
That's how I ended up with
your man
Victor.
With Victor, the 6
o'clock. Oh, okay. I thought you got it in
PM.
Spring cleaning. Gotcha.
Well, no. 6 o'clock PM EST. They during that 24-hour event, they released the Doom crystals. Like I said, I had just pulled up at home and I was like, buy. I bought 12.
Were you listening to NSYNC as you were buying them?
No, wasn't listening to NSYNC. I was actually listening to Alex stream on his live stream on the way home. So I usually, if I'm driving home, if somebody's live streaming, I will listen to their live stream on the way home. But I was listening live, and then of course Ilac and everybody in his Discord, in his chat was like, "Ghost Dog, go buy Doom crystals. They're on sale. Ha ha ha. You're never gonna pull them. You're never gonna pull them." I was like, "Yeah, forget you guys." Bam, 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 bam. 12. Now I have 12 chances at this, and I figured if I didn't get them out of those 12 chances, then I'm probably never gonna get them.
Fair.
And then that opening was epic. The reaction was epic. I felt like I was 12 again.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, see, I think when that was going on, I was just trying to get Aegon with the crystals.
Right. I can understand.
Boy, do I feel yeah.
Yeah. So I was ignoring the ones that were above him that kept changing and just kept going down into him and just kept trying. But congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, such a sick pull.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Did anybody else have anything for MCOC news? Other than that, we just got a little bit of MROC news, and
yeah, we do have a little bit of MROC news. There was something that kind of dropped this week, right?
Well, I mean, other than like we talked about the new mutants and all that stuff last week, and then you were just able to kind of pick up the new little pin that they had.
But didn't Rich kind of talk about somebody who got to
I didn't
gameplay somewhere out there with
I did not
Apocalypse type character?
I did see that.
I didn't. Where have I been?
Yeah.
I've been spring cleaning, so honestly that's really what I've been doing.
I saw I'm trying to think. I think it was on one of the thumbnails of his videos. I never got to watch the full video, but on the thumbnail it was kind of like a survey. And this person wrote like a pro and con list of how he felt about MROC, and he was like unoriginal storyline, mobile game graphics and stuff like that.
I think he came from like a Marvel insider type thing,
Marvel game kind of insider, employee type vibe.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
let's talk about
those
that
who haven't had a chance to check it out. Check it out. It's on Rich the Man stream. Where he's talking about that.
Oh, he kind of like goes over the article where somebody was talking about it essentially.
Yeah, but that was like the first time we've heard anybody reviewing any kind of gameplay.
Right.
On it.
Yeah. No, so shame on me for not seeing that and having stuff to talk about. So we'll have something to talk about next week. Awesome.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool. But yeah, I mean, other than that, just some like kind of more stuff about just more maps. So just kind of getting you more involved and whatnot. But I look forward to reading that and checking all that out so we can talk about it next week.
They did talk about that. It does sound like it's going to be an end of June, early July release date.
That's true.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, isn't that kind of what we were anticipating?
I think
maybe a little later,
I
but
were talking a couple episodes back. That's kind of, I think, what we said was end of June, early July, sometime in summer.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us today. MSD MetalSonicDude, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. It was a good chat. It was fun.
I appreciate you guys having me on. This was really fun.
Yeah, man, we'll have to do it again sometime. You're always welcome, and good luck with the the finals and all that. Wish you good grades.
Thank you very much.
And good luck on pulling Doom, or not Doom, Aegon and Doom,
Aegon,
both of them.
Yeah,
both of them.
But now he's more looking for Aegon than Aegon and Doom.
Yeah,
still
same.
want both.
I'm in the same boat.
Still want both, but
yeah, Aegon is more important right now.
Right.
Yeah, same.
Which means you'll pull Doom next.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. All right, fellas. Well, yeah. So everybody have a great rest of your week. May the RNG be kind, and enjoy the rest of your week there. I'm out.
Later, y'all.
Peace, man.
Later, dudes.
Happy grinding out there. May the RNG be kind.